Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Milner. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here in Vegas.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Second down and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
The Raiders at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Ready,
So
ready.
first and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You look at this Arizona defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
Jackrabbit. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. That one goes for 24 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready.
Caught on the right side by Adams. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Okay, ready?
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
43 round. Ready. Hut.
Back to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Come on, set. Black shot. Hut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Hut. Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Okay, right? Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Milner.
He'll get this to DeMarcano.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The give is to DeMarcano.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
On the handoff, it's DeMarcano.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
2nd and 5.
70, Timberwolves.
On the ground, it's DeMarcano.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Milner. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Here we go. 18 runners. 18 runners. 40, 70.
Back to throw. Milner. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Running, DeMarcano.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception. giving up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Milner. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Ready.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught here by Adams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. The career catch number for him just continues to climb, now at 1,070, and that is where Reggie Wayne finished.
And I was always told, if you went about your business like Reggie Wayne, you had a chance to be a heck of a player. So I've asked, how does this guy go about his business? Morning, noon, night, pre-game, post-game, pre-practice, post-practice. That's why he's accumulated this type of number.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
To throw on 3rd down, Milner.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A run, it's DiMercado.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Milner. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack
is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down, Milner. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60.
On first down, Milner. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Powering his way forward.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
'52 blaster. Blaster, 6. Hey, go steal. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play.
He'll let this go for Adams.
It's caught inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Raiders 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Ready up. Hut, hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Set, go.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow, lining. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
To about the 40-yard line. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity.
Ready.
But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher,
17.
you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready, ready.
They'll set up a throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why, because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Here's DeMercado.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Back to throw. Milner. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Milner. This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Ready, break. Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Cardinals are pouring it on.
Will Lutz lining up for the point.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Roll. Ready,
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
22 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Tag. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Hawk 70. 18 Rattler. Warriors 70.
On 1st and 10, Milner. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Panther 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Lutz is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
That one taken in by Adams.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up
97.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and 6. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. Set.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And now here's another interception.
And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down. Milner. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Back to throw again. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Come on.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On first down, Milner towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Got it.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Opposite. Green. Set.
On second down, they'll run it here. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Set.
He'll look to throw. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
A 2-yard gain. It's
Drill, 52. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Switch,
first
yellow.
and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hut, hut.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
Down at the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Trouble,
2.
Now they'll change things up.
Set, hut.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Fight, 60.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Arizona,
They moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
and they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Raiders...